very calm. My mother says she ate the everything that they used to take. And then there is Perry Mason. You heard of the fellow Perry Winkle? Not really but it exists. And now there is a very famous rock and roll star by the name of David Perry. And there is her. Only she's a woman. I'm a man. Don't make me do it. I heard the last week she looked at and said, oh, you're Jewish. I just want to see how many people are in this stuff. But I have been a comedian now for 51 years. This is all I do. And I'll tell you what made me free. My father. My father was a very abusive man. He got diabetes when I was a baby. He used to stick his leg with insulin. And one day he said, I'm not doing this anymore. When he stopped taking his insulin, he developed a split personality. He became very, very violent. He broke my nose 6 times. He just walked in the house and said, I had him. He went, yeah, right. And I was 4'10", and he was 5'10". So he had a fist about the size of my head. So when he hit me in the face, my nose just went off on its own. And then one day, he was yelling at my little brother, who was 10 years old. And my brother was 6, I was 10. And he was yelling at my brother for the typical reason, you left your roller skates out. Anybody ever yelled at your kids for that? You left your roller skates. Somebody gave me ill on those. So he was yelling at my little brother. And he said, I have to knock you out. And I jumped into the room. And I said, well, just leave me alone. He said, do I have to take off my belt? And I said, yeah, that would be good because it's smaller than your hand. Well, I laughed at that. And he walked out of the room. And I said, people are not angry if you make them laugh. Have you ever noticed that somebody's upset and you get them to laugh? They go, oh, it's all right. You know, they'll live. So I started doing comedy back in Philadelphia in 1973. And that was the year I stopped drinking alcohol. And what had happened is I grew up in Philadelphia. Anybody ever heard of Philadelphia? Right, well, I grew up in Philly. And in Philadelphia or New York, if you're going down the shore, which is Berkeley, Jersey shore, you would go to Atlantic City. So I would go down to Atlantic City every summer and hang out and go swimming and go to the bars and stuff like that. Well, I was sitting in a bar drinking double shots of Southern Comfort, which is Jersey Shore. It's even, I love chocolate, so now I'm diabetic, but I've got it under control. So I'm drinking double shots of Southern Comfort. And this cowboy trucker, this cowboy guy, sits down next to me and says, look at you little man, look at you little man drinking all that. You think we can drink 4 little man? And I said, sure, if you're buying. He bought me 6 more double shots of Southern Comfort. That's 3/4 of a bottle. And I'm a little guy, I'm a little under 6 feet tall. Okay, a lot under 6 feet tall. And I got polluted. I fell off the chair in slow motion until my face hit the floor. And I was laying there saying the same thing every drunk man says. Well, I'm really drunk. It should be easy to pick up a woman now. Why do men do comedians when they're drunk? They usually stay that way when they're not drunk. So I went across the street, wobbled along, and I did one of those falls where I fell on one knee, I got up, turned around, and fell on the other knee. And then I went into the bar where everybody danced, but nobody could understand it. You ever talk to somebody who's really drunk? I'm going, And she did, it was good, and then just pushing me away, giving me the finger and stuff like that. I went up in the corner talking to a little girl who really take care. I don't know if you remember the early 70s, they had these high haircuts. They were as high as you could possibly get them. Well, she was sitting there staring at me, but she wasn't responding. She didn't answer, she didn't even blink. And I got upset, and I walked out of the bar, and I walked across the street to the dock, looking out at me when I go to crying. Nobody wants me, I'm going to be alone forever. I'm just going to kill myself. And I stepped off the dock. What I didn't see was 22 feet down was another dock. I landed on and smashed my head on a metal rail and woke up in jail. And there's 25 guys standing there over me, looking at me, laughing and saying, "Hey man, you're really funny when you're asleep." First thing I did was check to make sure my pants were still on. Okay, that was safe. My friend bailed me out, and we're in the car. And he said, "Man, you were a mess last night." I said, "Yeah, I don't remember much. I just remember talking to a girl with big hair." And he said, "Girl with big hair? You on your knees talking to a bar stool." So I stopped her. And I have not had a drink in 51 years. Yeah. Full turn. I'm done. My friend picked me up, held me out of jail, and we'll ride it back. And he said, "Hey, you're a mess." I said, "Yeah, I don't remember much." He said, "You know, the reason you went to jail, that was a Coast Guard dock. He trespassed on government property. He paid $1,000 to get me out of jail." And he says, "You were a mess." I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh yeah, you got a giant bump on the back of your head. That's probably from where you fell onto the railing." I said, "Yeah." He said, "What do you remember?" "Well, I was talking to a little girl with big hair." He said, "Girl with big hair, you were on the beach talking to a bar stool." So, I don't remember. Now I've been coming for 51 years, and it is nice to be with. This is a beautiful building. Absolutely. I live in a senior building out in the scenic Candy West. Our dining room is about the size of this bar. It's much smaller than that. But this is beautiful. Plus, there are Van Nuys. I like Van Nuys. I've been out there for a long time. Well, as I said, I'm a comedian, and I'm here to try and make deals. But I also want to talk to you. I want to find out where you're from, and if you have a birthday, things like that. Let me tell you a little bit more about myself. I started in Philadelphia, and I moved out here in '79 to San Francisco. Moved down here in '89, and I met my wife. And now I have been married to the same woman for 34 years in a row. Thank you. But we have been separated for 13 years in a row. So I've been happy for 13 years. But I met her online, computer dating, and she came out to my house and we fell in love. I liked her because she had a southern accent. She talked like Vegas. I used to travel on the road all the time. I used to go out on the road 35 to 40 weeks a year to make a living. And I love the sound. And I think it's because of the way people talk. But they take their time. They go, "Hi, how are you?" That's 3 syllables. And so I went at that southern accent and I fell in love with her. Then I found out she had 3 kids that did not know their father. Yep. So I married her just to be a father to her kids. Yep. And I did good. They all grew up, and then now, 19 years ago, she gave me the shock of my life. She said, "Can I talk to you in the bedroom for a minute?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "It's not that good." I said, "What?" She said, "I'm pregnant." And I was 53 years old. I said, "Any idea who the father They all know how to talk their way out of speeding tickets. Speeding tickets. You get pulled over for speeding. Here's the trick. You tell the cop, the guy gets to a man really fast. And they go, oh, okay, and they step away from the car and say, okay. I'm very proud of this, I really am. My 19-year-old and my ex-wife and my son have all moved to Kansas. Yes, you can go back to Kansas. And they all live out there. So my daughter will be out here in April to go to a concert. And the good thing is my wife will not be back. It's a good thing. Anybody here ever been married? Anybody here ever been single? How many people have been out of this room? Alright, I just want you to know, I'm doing comedy, so it's important if you think it's funny to laugh. You can laugh and love. And you're smiling and nodding, that's good. But if you think something's funny, try to laugh out loud. For one reason, it helps you to know how to laugh. And number two, when you laugh, it exercises your heart and it clears the fun out of it and helps you to breathe better for the rest of the day. So try to laugh as much as you can, whenever you can. You know, except when someone's just and you laugh, but don't laugh out loud. There's some people go, but don't laugh. So I said, I've been married now. I've been all around the country. I've been very fortunate to have a lot of TV. I was on America's Got Talent. I was on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I was on the Late Show with James Kurtz. He was the nicest guy. He was so sweet. He came in my dressing room before we got started and said, "Hello, I'm James. I'll be your host." I said, "Yes, your host is here." "Oh, you recognize me." And he goes, "Can I sit down?" I said, "Well, sure so." And he said, "Listen, I looked at your comedy and I really enjoy your angle." And I was like, "What?" He says, "I'm sorry, we're forming you. I'm still learning the language." So I did that show, and Let's Make a Deal and some others. This is what I prefer to do, because I know you guys are not coming to the comedy club. So I thought I was going to do you. Is that okay? Any questions? Anybody need to use the bathroom this morning? See, that's one of the weird things about getting here, right? I'm 73 years old, by the way. So I'm not kidding. But I got all my hair. And people always ask me, why do you let your hair grow so long? Because people here can touch you. And if we're going to touch you for free, I'm going to let them. Just the way it is. But I try to stay healthy and stay active every day so once in a while. But it's not easy getting older. You know, I don't know if you have noticed it, we're all getting older. But we're not getting older. Don't ever say I'm older. Once you say you're older, that means you're big enough. Older means you're still moving along. So eventually, you'll be older, you won't know how old you are. But there are some benefits about being older. We get to wear extra clothing, such as plastic pants. I don't mind, I'm wearing mine right now. It's convenience for me. Because when you wear plastic pants and you gotta go to the bathroom, it makes you go in there. I'm almost done. Okay, good. You just go wherever you are. So that is the benefit. Plus, you live in places like this, you know, where you don't need to know the location. It's all in here, which is great. I know, I need it. I drink a lot of, did I say anything? Because I'm from Philadelphia, I say water. People always say, "Are you from New York?" she looked like Shirley MacLaine. She was a little tiny redhead. And she was the funniest thing. She was great. But then I saw her in 2019. I went to visit her. She was living alone. She had her own apartment. And she was going out dancing and stuff like that. But after I left, she tripped in her living room and fell on her face on the coffee table, broke her cheek, and broke it into her mouth. And the operation to get everything working, they disconnected her legs. So she lived in a nursing home, so she couldn't get up and walk around. But we talked twice a week. We did what we call the Zoom. You know what a Zoom is? Basically, it's a computer thing, and you can see each other live. So when somebody goes like this, it happens right away. So we were talking all the time, and she was great. She was wonderful. So she passed away. Finally got COVID. What a surprise! I'm just glad nobody has it here. Anybody had COVID? You know of? Anybody had COVID? How many people are still here? How many don't know where you are? Just check. God bless you. Can we get your tissue or something? You alright? Yeah, good. Are you good? Alright, just check. Yep, so I'm just trying to keep myself alive because it's not easy, you don't know that. And getting older, we develop things like dementia. My mother had dementia really bad. She completely forgot everything. She would pop up on the TV screen and she'd go, "Oh, hi, who are you?" And I go, "I'm Perry, I'm your son." "Perry? I have two Perrys?" "No, Mom, I'm the only one." "Where's the other one?" "No, Mom, I'm it, there's only one Perry." "Oh, but who are you?" "I'm Perry." "Oh, I have two Perrys? No, Mom, it's just me." "Oh. Hi, who are you?" And we go through this 5 or 6 times until she realized what was going on. Then she looked at me and go, "Oh wait, there's food here. Did somebody eat?" "Yeah, Mom, that was your food." "Oh, did I eat?" "Yes, you did." "Did I enjoy it?" "I don't know. Do you remember?" "Remember what?" "Never mind, Mom, that's okay." Anybody hear of dementia? Generally, they don't remember if they do or not. Yeah, but she was cool. She was great. How many people here were married at some point? If you're ever married, make some noise. Anybody ever married? Okay. How many people hate audience participation questions? There's something out there. But getting older is not easy. We go through a lot of things. You know, you gotta learn to laugh. Laugh at yourself. You can't laugh at yourself. Laugh at others. Like with some people. What? You don't think it's funny? Oh, right, on TV. Right, if somebody gets hit in the face with a pie or something like that. Isn't that weird that we developed in a society that we're happier when something's not? It is. I'm going to call somebody right now. Hello? Is this TV? We don't want any more of that tactful stuff. No more. But you got to keep going. That's the bottom line. You got to keep moving. That is an important thing. Now, I'm sure most of you have already been 50 years old. None of us? I'm the only one. Yes, you got to stay active. That's really important. When you get older, the more you just sit around and do anything, the more your body freezes up. And the more it's harder to get up. Ever do that? You sit for a long time, and then when you get up, you make that sound. Oh! That's what I'm talking about. You sit until your body settles into the chair. Sit once in a while. Move around a little bit. What's the leg? But stay active. That's so important. Myself, I just do a little bit of changes. ago, had one of them, then I had another one 7 years ago. And then I went on the road, I went to Japan to entertain the military chiefs. And when I went to the metal detectors in Tokyo, now what's really weird is the hip things, the implants, from the side, they look like this. So on the x-ray machine, the police come out and go, "Excuse me, Mr. Kurtz, it looks like you're carrying weapons." I knew I wasn't, so I looked and I said, "Yes, I am. Find them." And they sent out this little tiny Japanese police said that I want to go down to you now. I said, "Yes, you must." And she said, "Spread your legs." I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she put arms up and stand like this, and she starts patting me down. And she gets down on her knees in front of me, and she's patting up the side of my and I'm standing like this. You know, because I'm appreciating the attention. I'm being touched by somebody who's not my way. And she finally said, "Okay, everything looks good." I said, "Thank you. Everything is wonderful." And I went into the bathroom, I changed my shirt, and part of my hair on the side, and I went back 3 more times. Because I was being touched by somebody who was before. But I had a great time. There's one point, somewhere, I think it was in Okinawa or somewhere like that, I could bring on a beach to 186,000 people. It was a mile back. I couldn't see them. I was up all the time. But when they started laughing, the stage went like this. I had a whole number. Wow, this is great. I want to go back down. I also like the fly. I like being in the fly. I like it. Oh, I'm free. And never going back. You do that in your own place.
But anyway, we haven't, because Anthony does it.
Unless you got it wrong. How many people here have their own place? How many people are living on place?
If it was me,
How many people are still here? How many just don't care?
We have no people here.
Yeah, I know, I'm working on this.
Yes, right.
He's having more fun than anybody. So you're going inside.
I can't.
Because you never know who's going to try and pour your game.
It's a film.
You have a lot of break-ins, you have people trying to get in. But only
You'll have
right now.
lots of things. Yes, and I
I know that. Yeah, I'm happy about that.
I like it, but I don't like it that much.
That's good. How many people know some of the other people in the room? What, you're going like this, like that? I have no idea. Oh, okay. Of course, I'm the new guy. So, I'm not everything. I'm so grateful for that. It was a beautiful day. The sun's coming out. We're on daylight savings time again. It's going to be summer. That's why I want my summer shirt. Oh, but I mentioned my daughters. My daughter Bella, and people always look at me and go, "Your kids got to be scary because you are."
I heard you talking about
She's not that. She turned out very well. I have some pictures of her.
busted, buddy. Yeah,
I made that. And then this one is her mom. So she turned out human looking, so I'm very happy that she did. But I think I'm going to go back to Philadelphia in a couple of weeks. I like going back there because we got the Liberty Bell back there. You've heard of the Liberty Bell? What's really weird is Philadelphia, the Liberty Bell has its own building. It's in a little building with a bathroom. It's not going to get up and go. The most they can do is rust, maybe. And then there's homeless people all around it, but there's homeless people who use the Liberty Bell bathroom. It's not getting any use, you know, but that's the way they are. Now the homeless are everywhere. Just like I live up, I would see it in Sherman Way, Oh, thank God. Everyone's different now. I mean, anybody celebrating a birthday in the month of March? Anybody with a birthday this month? Anybody with a birthday last month? Any birthday next month? All right, we'll start with you now. What is your name?
Susan.
You're Susan. Oh, I heard about you. No, I'm kidding. I do that to everybody. Yeah, let's do that when I meet people and they say, hi, my name's David. I go, oh, you're David. And they go, why, what's your here? Works for everybody. Now, Susan, where are you from? Oh, where are you from originally? Where did you grow up? Oh, you're from around here. Really? What part of it was it? Oh, you're over there, all right. And when is your birthday? April 22nd. Just in time to get this passes. Don't you love that when you're social security? So that's a good way of looking at it. Your social security is your birthday. That's great. Well, how old will you be? 30, 35. There we go. You ever heard that phrase? Old enough to know better? So what do you know better than anybody else? I'm sorry, we're out of time. You ever heard it? Old enough to know better, and nobody knows what that means. I love phrases that have no logic in them. Happy birthday to you. Now, were you married at some point? You've never been married? Oh, you got a translator here? Do we have to shake her to get a response? No. So you've never been married? Wow.
No, I was engaged.
You got out safely is what you say.
No, I was saved.
Oh, all right, yes, yeah. I'm still married for 34 years. I'm still married, unfortunately. Well, I do enjoy talking on the phone, but part of the joy is the fact that I know I have to sleep too. Yeah, exactly. That's a power to be able to say, I gotta go. Somebody at my door. Well, happy birthday to you. Do anybody else celebrating a birthday? February, March, or April? Nobody? Anybody have a birthday this year? January 31st? A quarter to 12. Well, how did you? That's amazing. I'm into the month. Wow. I'm afraid that's what your parents were doing. But whatever. And where are you from originally?
New York City.
New York City. She put her head back to say that. New York City.
Yeah.
And what is your name? All right. What is your name? Sue?
Yeah.
So we got Sue. Susan and is Sue short for Susan? So we'll call you Susan. All right, and I have to say because you're I hate being with waters. We have to do a lawsuit. Although my material they have it any day. You know what I'm talking about? Now, how you guys doing? You've been very quiet. Everything over there, you okay? And you doing good? You're fine? Enjoying it all? She quite like it. I like it. Hey, good party. That's great. And how many people here live in the building? Anybody visiting?
We all live.
You? And any chance of you visiting this young lady next to you? Is that your sister? Oh, all right. She's taking care of you? that's good. I think that's a problem. Really? Look at you. Smiles look so similar. It's amazing. Just from being around each other, you start to look like each other. Yeah, wow. And you both have hair on the top of your head. I noticed that. Yeah, I'm just glad I got here. I got so many friends that have lost all their hair. And they hate me because I have my hair. You know, but it is going gray. And I got this flip over here. These little birds looking at that. I think it's weird. I tried spraying it. I tried not going it down. Put it all away. Most of my hair, a lot of people think that I'm actually a lesbian. So, sometimes I think in their clothes. Because they're not the time in my head, it's too late. If you get my meaning. If I'm keeping you up, just let me know. Now you, sir, you have your own part of the room. You have a nice couch. You're a little comfortable. You're sitting in the sun. So you're actually getting some sunlight. That's something you should all do.
Yeah.
Once you hit 50, you're all will let you get what you get from the sun.
Okay, go.
So you go outside and get some sun once in a while. And also, keep your brains going. The best way to keep your brain walking is to talk to each other. Because when you talk, your brain walks. So talk to each other. Say hello. Even if you have nothing to say, just run into somebody and go, hi, how are you today? And you just have to bring it up. And not one. You just have to talk to each other. You know, try to eat well, have some food. Food's really good for you. One of the best things I've heard is avocado. I love.
Yeah.
That's what I had for breakfast. I had a big avocado. Cool. I'm so white and transparent. That's another thing happening. I had some health problems back in the pandemic. Kidney cancer and liver cancer. And I didn't want to be in the hospital getting intravenous, getting needles, and looking at food like that. So they said that if I were to come in 3 times a week, lay on the table and get radiated, get radiation, we could beat it. I beat both of them in 12 weeks. Yes. I had a record book, the way they wrote calcium detection. They didn't really have to write in the book what they did, what they discovered. So they wrote about it. And our friend, Mr. Kurtz, we call him the freak of nature. Eat everything. And I've always done that. Whatever they throw out, I have to go. So I'm doing that. But the weird thing is, when they did that, all the hair fell off of my legs. And I told my doctor, the hair fell off my legs. There's no hair on my legs. And it was superb. It's not like anybody's ever going to see it. It's a story of my life. People give me grief no matter what I do. Somebody has something negative to say about it. I'm just glad I'm still going. Now, do we have any veterans here? Any veterans? Any vets? No vets? Wow, that's amazing.
No, yeah.
Anybody ever hear of a veteran?
So now it's your turn.
Anybody ever hear of the Army and the Navy? Okay. How many people know who the president is?
I do.
How many people know who you don't want to be for president?
I do.
By the way, I found out just recently, Donald Trump is not as smart as he looks. Exactly. That's the joke. I saw his conference last week and he kept stuttering and pronouncing words wrong and forgetting where it was. It's from combing the hair over and it's pulling the flame out. I get it. But things have changed. We've all got modern technology. How many people have your cell phone with you?
I do.
How many people can work their cell phone? I have run into people that can't even answer their cell phone. But you see the kids these days, you see them crossing the street, teenagers, they'll walk across the street with their cell phone out like this.
Well, just go ahead.
That's all they know.
Okay.
That's all they know. When my daughter, when you went and talked to her, she was she puts down her voice and she leaves. Amazing, the world is just anybody else celebrating? You got any anniversaries out there? How many people are still here? Oh my God. But I really enjoyed doing these shows. I started doing these when my daughter was born because I didn't want to go on the road. I knew my wife before kids, so I thought I'd like to do this on stage now. But it's different than working in a regular comedy club. For the seniors, I come up here and I get on stage with a lot of people singing, and they turn out their hearing aids. And then they hear me and they turn them back down.
Okay, I'm just gonna start later.
How's the food here? See, now that was weird. You went good, and you just left. You can hardly hear me? How's the food here? That's enough. All right, so you said good, you went like this, and you just laughed at it. All right, anybody here like the food? One of you wait for a hand up in the back. I do. I'm here for free, just to live here. I don't remember when I had a real job. I used to be an art director in Philadelphia. It was free. My job was
Can you ask the front desk to figure to the air conditioning up?
and all the budget.
Air conditioning,
In the world, it is the most worst institution. But I go straight to the full color. We didn't have cameras and electric computers to make bullets. I had to draw and make it look real. But I had that ability to make it look like a photograph. And I was making 71. I made $143,000. That's like 600 grand. I was just a I had a 4-bedroom apartment and 6 cars. I had 3 refrigerators. And all my friends had TVs. And I'd come home and they'd be sitting there partying and watching TV and eating my food. And I didn't care, because I had the money. Right? When you got it, you're not going to miss it, it's okay. And I believe in sharing whatever counts. So I went out. And I tried to share my best with you guys. And I remember those 2 times I laughed. And you've been laughing a lot. You have to stop smiling. You're wonderful. Let me see where I'm at now. Let's see. Oh, another thing. When you're out, try to keep moving. When you're walking, try to keep walking. And life is that way. One step after another. Keep moving. Don't stop. You can't stop. So think of the inertia. And you got to push to get going. So do that, get out and walk. If you can exercise. Do they ever have dances for you guys to play music for you to dance? You know? Dancing is really good. I love to dance. Yeah, I got talent, so there's not music at all. But I love music, and I do have something special that I want to share with you. This is what I played on the Late Late Show with James Kurtz for 53 years.
With all due respect,
You ever seen one of these? It's called guitar. He got rid of the blues. No hands. You can dance if you want. She's dancing back there with her dog. Yeah, get down, baby. She's back there dancing, even though she's in that chair. She said, I'm going to dance for me. I really don't even care. So what we're going to do is something that actually sing along. We're going to come here and do it live, so it's not long. Ain't that cool? I bought this in a Ralph's Market for $50 27 years. It was over the fridge.